There's a lot of noise right now about this so-called Rebel Rugby Union competition, R360, launching in October 2026. Big promises, big investors, and apparently big plans to steal NRL players. But the question is, should Rugby League even care? Let's get into it.
Old Skool Broncos,
Welcome back to the Old Skool Broncos Podcast, where we talk all things rugby league from a Broncos perspective. Now, R360 is being hyped as a global, fast-paced, player-first version of rugby union, a sort of revolution for the code. But before everyone starts panicking about the NRL losing its top talent, let's just take a breath and look at this properly. Because the first thing to remember is, it's still rugby union. And that, right there, is the key. You could polish it, rebrand it, and slap a cool logo on it. But rugby union is rugby union. They need rugby players before they need projects. And rugby league players are projects. League and union might look similar on the surface, but the instinct, the split-second decision-making, takes years to develop. Anyone who's watched a league player cross over knows it's not instant. It takes at least 2 years to really get that footy intuition right. And when it comes to position crossovers, it's slim pickings. Sure, backs can go across, your wingers, your centres, they can find a role. Maybe the back rowers too. They can play in the centres or inside backs if they've got good feet. But beyond that, forget it. Props, hookers, middle forwards, they're a completely different breed in rugby union. Unless you grew up playing the game, you're going to look lost over in rugby. So already the pool of NRL players who could even work in R360 is pretty small. And let's not kid ourselves. The NRL is booming. Crowds are up, TV ratings are up, players are well paid, and the stars, well, they're rock stars right now. A player leaving now doesn't cause a ripple it used to. Remember when Joseph Suaalii signed with Rugby Australia? The headlines were wild. Biggest loss in years. NRL panic. Code war back on. But now, nobody remembers he's even gone. The Roosters didn't skip a beat. The NRL kept rolling on. There's only a handful of players who could leave and actually make people stop and think. And we're talking elite names. Names like Nathan Cleary, the face of professionalism. Reece Walsh, the superstar appeal. Or Payne Haas, the absolute freak of nature. And outside of that, I can't think of any more. There might be one or two, but outside of that small circle, the NRL machine just keeps humming along. The other part people miss, R360 is Northern Hemisphere based. Its focus is on UK, Europe, and the US. They're not trying to dominate Australia. They're trying to revive rugby on the world stage. So even though they throw big money around, it's a long way from home for Aussie players. Sure, they might lure a few, maybe someone who's done it all in league and wants some adventure, but the average NRL player doesn't want to chase winter in London when they can play Origin at Suncorp in front of 50,000 people. The glamour is over there, the money is over there, but it's far from family, mates, and the spotlight they've built here. That's only appealing to a select few. R360's biggest challenge isn't money, it's relevance. I wish them well. Having been involved in rugby for a couple of decades, I know how in dire need it is of a refresh from top to bottom. Rugby union has been trying to modernise for decades, but its Northern Hemisphere bias is obvious and it's actually driving people towards rugby league down this way. Hopefully, R360 does something to help them because the world is big enough for many games. But that's not going to affect us down here for some time to come. Not when league is thriving across New Zealand, Australia, and the Pacific. So, is R360 a genuine threat? Nah. It's interesting. It's ambitious. And maybe it'll shake up the rugby landscape. But for rugby league, it's barely a blip. The NRL isn't losing sleep, and neither should its fans. Because while R360 tries to find its identity, Rugby league already knows exactly who it is. I must apologise. There's not a lot of Broncos talk in this particular episode, so let's just drop in this clip and enjoy the ride. This is the Old Skool Broncos podcast. Let's go, Broncos.